Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Sports Corner. And the ratings are about to blow through the roof because it is time for Pick'em. As always, I'm joined by Drew Beata, Jonas Fortune, and Lindsay Piccioni. Well, let's get started here, folks. First game, Stanford versus Tennessee in the Women's Basketball National Championship. Now, Pat Summitt and her Lady Volunteers look to repeat as champs, but the pesky Stanford Cardinals stand in their way after upsetting Gino Auriemma and his Connecticut Huskies. Drew, who do you got in this one? But more importantly, will this game be as exciting as last night's Memphis-Kansas thriller?
Well, Randy, it's women's college basketball, so automatically no, it won't be as exciting as last night's. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry.
Our ratings just went down for the ladies.
I'm taking the Tennessee Lady Volunteers. I love this team. I really do. They're so fun to watch. If you're going to watch any team in women's college basketball, watch them. Candace Parker and her tenacity and the way she comes back from that injury off of the A&M game when she popped her shoulder out of her socket just really rallies this team around her, and that's why they're going to win tonight. That's why I'm taking them.
Well, you know, when I look at this game, you got to go with the Lady Vols.
Absolutely.
You have to go with the Lady Vols in this situation because when you look at this, you have Pat Summitt, who's going for her 8th championship tonight. You have Candace Parker, who she's still injured, she's still the best player in women's college basketball.
Yep.
And last time these two teams played, Stanford shot 32 free throws, and they made 26 of them. Tennessee only shot 10 of them. So, you know what? They're going to be a lot more even with the free throws, and Tennessee's going to pull this one out.
And I'm going to make it Tennessee across the board because with Pat Summitt as your coach, I mean, you automatically have 1,000 times better chance of winning. Candace Parker, you know, you mentioned her. She's going to probably be picked first in the WNBA draft. You could say she single-handedly led them to the championship last year. So definitely going to take Tennessee on this one.
All right, Stanford's a tough team. All righty then, that's it. Now, it is that time of year when Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby is once again socially acceptable. You guessed it, it's the NHL playoffs. Now, let's start in the East. There seems to be about 3 teams that can really contend for the conference, with Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, and the Pittsburgh Penguins, Alexei Kovalev and the Montreal Canadiens, and those pesky New Jersey Devils. Now, Jonas, which of these teams you got, or do you think there's going to be a dark horse coming out of the East?
You know what? I'm going with the Penguins. I'm going with the
Penguins.
I hate saying that because I hang out with so many Pittsburgh people, and I feel like I'm going to puke right now for saying that. But I mean, really, when you look at this team, Sid the Kid hasn't played, and I don't even know when he went out, but since March 1st, this team is 11-5. Sid the Kid is back now, but he's not even playing with the first line. You got Evgeny Malkin, Ryan Malone. They're both on the front line. They're both doing big things. And ever since they traded for Marian Hossa, Hossa's been playing well too.
Well, you know, people really think that the Pens are a one-man team. I completely disagree. I agree. They have Malkin. They have Ovechkin. I mean, they have some great scorers on their team. Also, Fleury, in 14 appearances since his return, he's not allowed more than 3 goals. He has the 5th highest save percentage in the league. And on ESPN Radio this morning, Gary Roberts is back, and I heard them say that he actually didn't break his leg. He was in jail for beating up Chuck Norris, so in case you guys were wondering.
Nobody beats up Chuck Norris. I can't believe I'm saying it either. The Penguins, oh my gosh, I'm taking him though. Sid the Kid, Malkin playing the way he is. Those two together are just fantastic. Look out for the New Jersey Devils though. But I don't like the Penguins, but I like them to win in the East.
Can we pick somebody different for just the sake of, you know, television? Anybody? Okay, all right. Switch gears now to the Western Conference. Without a doubt, the Detroit Red Wings are clearly the best team in the conference. But I also wouldn't count out teams like Joe Thornton and the San Jose Sharks, as well as the Dallas Stars. So, Lindsay, you got the Red Wings running away with this? Or do you see somebody else come out? And Drew, when you answer this, you have to do your best impression of me.
I actually really like the Sharks because since February 21st, they have 0 losses. They've won 18 games, 2 ties, so that's really impressive in my book. And they're playing the Flames, who haven't had a win since 2 in a row since February. They haven't had 2 wins in a row since February. So, and their goalie, Nabokov, ESPN is comparing him to Martin Brodeur, which I think is a really big stretch, but he's a machine regardless, and he leads the NHL in wins and minutes played. So, definitely going to take the Sharks.
Lindsay, that's questionable. Come on, that's questionable, Lindsay. Come on. I'm taking the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. Are they just the Ducks? They're not mighty anymore. I'm taking the Ducks, arguably the best D in the NHL. My favorite player used to play for the Ducks, Charlie Conway. He's not playing anymore. But I am taking the Ducks in the West, the defending champs. I think they're going to go back-to-back.
You know what? Adam Banks ain't helping those Ducks right now.
No, he's not.
Neither is Coach Bombay.
Neither is Fulton.
Where's the Bash Brothers when you need them? But you know what? I'm going with the Red Wings, and just because, you know what? When you look at the Red Wings, they got Henrik Zetterberg, who has 92 points this season. Pavel Datsyuk has 97 points. Too good of a team right now. And you know what? You can laugh at the Russian names because it's hard to pronounce any of them.
Keep butchering them, Jonas. Keep butchering them.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Red Wings.
I think Drago's the only one I can pronounce.
Drew, one more time. Give me one more impression.
I mean, Randy, that's a questionable pick. I mean, come on. Stay tuned for SportsCorner. Come on. There you go, Randy.
We'll be right back on Sports
What is wrong with you people?
We'll see you. We'll be back on Sports Corner.
Hey, welcome back to Sports Corner. We now send it back to Randy Zimnick for a look at the final standings in our Sports Corner NCAA bracket tournament. And I believe I heard about another big standings move. So let's get to it, Randy.
Randy,
I'm not gonna like this.
Well, James, I don't know why you're crossing your fingers, because first off, you're dead last, okay? Me and you are having fun down at the bottom. I have one award for me and James. It's the Gary Waters at Rutgers Nice Guys Finished Last Such Pity Award. That's for third place there. Then we have, for second place, we got a middle of the pack, Bob Knight at Texas Tech Mediocrity Award. That's for, that goes to John Sable, Michelle Teese, good stuff there.
Yeah.
And finally, for Jonas Fortune and Lindsey Piccioni for ending up at the top of the bracket, the Tainted Kelvin Sampson Award. And this award is in recognition of performing extremely well in your bracket, but in time, you'll be a big cheater, and you'll be forced to give up your title, and you'll be tainted. So listen, and I'll give one thing, Jonas Fortune, only person to pick Kansas. That's a solid pick. Right. We'll see what happens next year, but for right now, back to John and James.
Oh, boy, that's all we have time for this week's edition of Sports Corner. We'll see you next time. I'm James Buckley.
And I'm John Sable. Have a good night.
Later.